Hello gamers, I am centaurianmudpig and welcome along to a Ashes of the Singularity Escalation cast. This is part of the tournament which was held on the 24th of March 2018. Ooh, slow down Daniel. So over here in the west corner we have BradleyATG as PHC sporting blue. And over on the right hand side we've got Creature of Existence, also PHC, sporting red. PHC, creature normally playing as substrates. So interesting to see why he has switched this up. Maybe he's confident in this. Let's just speed it up a bit. We'll get the first 5 minutes out of the way. Forward factories are going up by both players. Creature coming out, it seems. So what's two brutes to one archer, and on this side, let's slow it down. We've got, oh, who knows, maybe one brute to two archers, or maybe the other way around by now. It looks like it. But we've got the Zeus that'll counter that, and so it does. Creatures pushed in, rushed on there, got a smarty turret down on here. Won't protect his engineer. May be able to counter. Not anymore with medics. But we've got the bombers, so he'll be able to keep hold of that location there. Meanwhile, down in the south, Bradley getting up frigates, make a push onto this one. While Creature is focusing on this middle terranium generator, really wants to put a few frigates down here. Got a lot of untapped resources, and he's already going to be potentially behind. Let's just pause it before missing anything. Looking at the economy, so Bradley 36 and 40. Let's call it 50. Creature 28C. So Bradley's just going to be able to consume that much more, even though Creature's got a good amount of units. They're all grouped together, so he's left his south completely exposed. Really needs to be able to make an assault on this node down here to really cut Bradley off. We're choosing to try and stick with that area. Oh, there we go. See, cutting off those resources with an incursion. Still, we've got this army uncontested in this area, moving out there, and Creature regains those resources. Really want to be making a push now. Get them. You really want to starve and then focus the rest of your units to protect yourself from what is going to come up this way. That's for certain. You don't want to be sitting on that node. Interesting, he's banded it as an army. I wouldn't. I would disband it and move it straight over here, ignoring this node because it's pointless. But he's committed. Interesting, he's committed. Can he actually do any damage there? But no, it's being pushed back. Medics helping there. Lost all those cruisers, just a few frigates. Now he's got to counteract and deal with two sides coming on here. I think this is a little bit too late at this point. And it doesn't even seem like he's committed to dealing with these, but you've got the medics keeping these units alive. We definitely need to overpower, more firepower. Definitely needs to be going in there. Interesting how some of the top level players ignore this node. Does leave you open if you get cut off here from these resources. Makes requiring to defend them quite important. But yeah, I would say this is definitely over at this point, as we can just see just how much cruisers we've got. It's just a case of getting the right units to take out his Nexus. We've already got the Artemis cruiser over slowly chipping away, and it's just a matter of time before Creature decides to call it a good game. Bradley owning all three terranium generators, so we've got a mix of brutes, some archers, plenty of medics in there, keep our cruisers alive. Looks like he might have targeted the Apollo cruiser, but it wasn't enough to kill that.
Enemy Nexus has been destroyed.
So that his little Hades bombers could have taken care of the rest, well, artillery and the rest of the units there, but not much can be done. So as we can see, last third, Bradley just consuming more resources, did so in that first 2/3 of the game. The radioactives going up as he approaching into that third just more because Creature just totally ignoring his southern side. Quanta just a little bit more by Bradley. Military might though, this is where it's all going to show, is literally coming up to the end of the first half and just that rapid expansion there. Just all those resources able to spend that much more. Even though there were some losses here and here compared to Creature, didn't lose too much in comparison. He just overwhelmed entirely. Regions controlled though, this is where it is. Just Bradley getting down those regions more quickly and keeping hold of more as well. So you really need to make sure you've got your economy matched to your opponent, unless you can survive long enough. That Quanta can make a difference. Here we go, military spending though, 25,000 to almost 18,000 of Creature. Creature did lose 278 units to Bradley's 174, but when you've got that many more units built, it's just going to be the way it is. And just that much more there as well. Comedy wise, as we can just see just how much Bradley has. Also wasted less on metal, but still, when you're looking at these graphs, even though there's a bit of wasted on there, just so much more income coming in comparison. And a good amount of Quanta invested, potentially weapon upgrades, optimize, who knows. So looking at what we've got around unit consistency wise with Bradley, Zeus Cruisers, Athenas, and Apollo, and Artemis Cruisers, favouring more on the Athenas. And of course we've got some archers and brutes in there, and a couple of medics as well. It's a shame we cannot see the build orders on here. And then Bradley's just got some light defences to hold off against any light frigates attacks down here. Another army coming down here, which is just mostly frigates from this factory over there. And also capping these resources and getting down the extractors as soon as you can. So it's always good to get extractors down before or as soon as you actually get the power generator captured, just to get you that economy advantage and get more production up going there. And well, we Creature going for a weapons lab, that wasn't going to help. We have an orbital fabricator, we had some incursions down there. One another fire just to protect the outskirts of his base. I wouldn't have protected him from an orbital strike just around that corner perhaps, but really nothing too much to destroy over there. Looking at what Bradley got, quantum relays, no tech buildings, just a complete focus on units. So a good strategy on small maps then by Bradley. Focus on unit production. If the game comes longer, then you may want to start taking up later on. Well, I hope you enjoyed this much, gamers. Until the next cast, this is centaurianmudpig saying bye for now.